Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
Hello and welcome to Your Beer Sucks. I'm John, that's Andrew, that's Miguel Sanchez. Let's drink beer.
What do we got first?
Your Beer Sucks, Season 4, Episode 5. Cahaba Oktoberfest. Yay!
Wow.
Cahaba.
Starting off strong.
Our foul seasonal is our take on an Oktoberfest-style beer. Brewed with continental malts, a generous amount of noble hops, and a unique twist on the fermenting yeast, Oktoberfest is one of our favorite beers. Its malty, full body, and well-balanced hop character make it a perfect fall beer to enjoy with your friends. Has anyone here ever stayed at a hotel that has, like, the continental breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Many a time.
Mm-hmm.
Continental hops?
Yeah, it's like fucking, Apple Jacks.
Or, no, excuse me, continental malt. It's like Apple Jacks and frozen, like, muffins.
So, we hate Cahaba, and we hate Märzen's. So, what if, through some cosmic
Oh, look, it's even got
coincidence,
food coloring.
it turns out that this is a good beer?
Well,
That would be hilarious.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but after we taste this beer, I have a bit of a story to tell about it.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I expect it to be an awful beer, but I wouldn't be disappointed if it was a good beer.
I mean, it's Cahaba. Actually, this is probably the best smelling Märzen I've ever had.
Yeah?
You know, it's got some of
It's
that.
very
It's got
fruity.
some of that good porter on the nose. Strangely enough,
Yeah.
not the malt, but that thing.
Yeah, the porter thing.
It smells
Yeah.
okay.
That little almost tart, but not really.
Yeah.
Weird sort of. It's decent smelling. I am very astonished.
It has definitely disarmed me with its smell.
Does anyone have a Geiger counter?
Oh my god! It took the experience of tasting it took me on a bad roller coaster.
Woo! And then the after finish.
Yeah.
Good lord. Yeah, no, this
It's
is...
strangely bitter in weird places that a beer normally wouldn't be. Like it's almost like it's got that roasty bitterness of a stout in a beer that is nowhere close to having that kind of malt, you know?
Yeah?
It's
You know what? It's one of those bad tea beers. It tastes like bad tea.
Like poorly made,
but you know
steeped too long tea.
what's funny about it is that it is almost like this weird sort of combination of an amber ale and a porter.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like a lager at all.
No.
It does not taste like a Märzen at all. This is the best Märzen I've ever had.
It's a bad beer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
But
not...
see, to me, it's not super offensive. It's drinkable in a, this will go down my throat without killing me sort of way. But it's not good. It's definitely...
If it weren't for the finish, I would say that, but I couldn't fucking, just drink this beer.
Maybe they've improved this beer, because the last time I had it, I picked up... It was on a whim. This was, like, the only decent, potentially decent-looking thing that this gas station had. And I hadn't really had anything by Cahaba before. And I shelled out an embarrassing amount of money for a six-pack. And that was, without doubt, the worst beer that I've ever had. However, this was last year, and the packaging of this has changed, and this beer does not taste as bad as I remember it.
They've probably changed the recipe. Honestly, I'm not getting much of a finish.
I had a weird
That's
after finish
that's
off the bat.
That's the weird thing that like everything about this screams ale, except it does have sort of the clean finish to me of a lager that it kind of goes away in about 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then maybe there's a little bit of like a caramel flavor left, but
Maybe that's what's left behind, but something is lingering that I don't like. But I will say that in this style, this isn't awful.
best Maritime I've ever had, best Cahaba beer I've ever had. I'm almost inclined to be the one person to give it a thumbs up just because I don't hate it. And
Oh God, don't do that.
yeah, I'm not.
Nobody do that.
I'm not
No.
going to actually do that. But I'm just telling you where my thought process is.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
But yeah,
Yeah, Cahaba Oktoberfest sucks.
but
I will say it is definitely the best beer I've had by them.
by far,
Like, far and away.
like this is very close to being like a good beer. It
Yeah.
just needs a couple of like adjustments. And if it was awful last year and it's like approaching decent this year,
Hey, maybe
next year.
Maybe next year they'll have a decent fucking beer out of them. Yeah, but still, unfortunately, Cahaba Oktoberfest sucks.
So is beer like early release games now? Or are we supposed to keep giving them money until they make something?
Oh, do we
worthwhile?
have to download the DLC for this beer?
No, that'd be more like the AAA beer.
Oh yeah.
It's the indie beer would be the ones where it's like, keep giving us money. One
Maybe
day
this
we'll
is
have a
like-
product. We promise.
yeah.
Maybe this is just like early access for this beer.
Aw shucks, yeah. I don't know.
Keep giving us money and we'll add features that make it a game.
Yeah. Smuttynose Wundabar Pils. Take a break from the Sturm and Drang of modern life with this elegant, refreshing Pilsner. Our brewers created Wundabar. With both feet grounded in tradition, focusing on authentic German Pilsner malt and spicy Czech Saaz hops.
I guess Saws. I don't
The
know.
result just might get you to, well, I mean, there's like 90 different ways that like 50 different languages handle double vowels, so who fucking knows?
Yeah.
It could be
Is
so's.
Saws a German word or?
It says Czech.
Czech, so it's
Czech.
probably Germanic.
Then
Who
there's
fucking
no
knows?
fucking telling.
That's
Well,
kind
yeah,
of like
'cause that's a
Romanian.
mix. Yeah.
That's kind of like Romanian, where it's like,
Yeah.
is that a Slavic language? Is it a romantic language?
no.
No.
Is it a Germanic language?
No.
No, not really.
Well, then what is it?
It's related.
Romanian.
It's related to like Finnish. And
It's like you took Faroese and mixed it with Klingon.
I can see that.
The result just might get you to shimmy into your favorite lederhosen. Bust into a quick Schulplattler. Schuhplattler. I don't know. I mean, I don't get into the whole Oktoberfest thing. Somebody out there who's a fake German that goes to the Oktoberfest stuff, you can tell us how to pronounce that. And loudly proclaim, Das ist wunderbar.
You want to know what's funny though?
What?
Is Wunderbar in German spelled with a W. If you spell it with a V, it's Wunderbar because the V. Spelling Wunderbar with a V is not German. It is Yiddish.
Oh.
Really?
Yes. Jesus Christ. I don't know how good that's going to be actually poured into a glass, but it smelled fruity as all get out coming out of the bottle. Like, I just popped the cap and was getting ready to pour it and went, wait, what's that?
Interesting.
Ooh.
You know what this thing's got on the nose, man? Lemongrass.
It sure does. It's got a few things. I'm getting mango.
Definitely some sort of citrus.
Mungo?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's hoppy in a non-traditional way. It doesn't have the normal,
like super duper like piney.
No, and even the citrusiness isn't like the grapefruit or orange
No, this is
or tangerine. It's much more like lemon and mango.
That's interesting.
It's almost weedy.
Yeah, it definitely has a very wheat character.
That's a strange beer.
But this is a little
But
bit out
it's
there.
a good beer. The finish doesn't like just cut off immediately like in a typical Pilsner.
No, it's also very smooth. Very smooth.
On the finish. Bananas.
Yes.
Mike.
Like
you
fresh
dig that?
bananas? Not so much dry, but like very much like fresh bananas. I'm getting that on the back end.
Yeah, like banana peel. Like when you eat the peel. Mm-hmm. It tastes like banana peel.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's a little bit of that is
Do you
because
guys eat the peel?
I mean, I have.
I have.
don't
Not
normally.
usually. I won't say I do that usually.
But I can see that because
Well, I guess
you
I
have
have the weird one.
you have the little dry bitterness that comes from like the hops, along with the banana thing, and the hops are still really present even on the finish. But they are definitely not anything like IPA hops.
No, this is interesting for a Pilsner. Usually, I think the Pilsners that we've had in the past tend to be a little bit sharper.
Yeah.
This is this is a very smooth drinking Pilsner.
Typically, they've been like, I'm an IPA, except I'm a lager.
Yeah.
This
is a whole different beast altogether.
This is fantastic.
This is very, very good.
I'm very disappointed by the mouthfeel, the body.
I mean,
That's-
I mean,
the lack
that's,
thereof.
that's
a
it's
Pilsner.
typical of the
Yeah,
style.
but it's beyond having no body. This is just completely ethereal. I'm surprised I don't need a +1 tongue to taste it.
But to be fair, I mean, that is the style. It is like the lightest beer style.
yeah.
Well, then maybe I just hate really light beer.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that is fair.
yeah.
I mean, I really hate
Because I've had lots of wheat beers and stuff like that, way more body than this. I've
Yeah.
had water that had more body than this. Wait, let's side by side. It's just as I suspected. This beer is undead.
It is fair to hold it against it, even though it's part of the style, because that's how I was when we did the Imperial Pils by by
Lagunitas. That was a weird one.
That a Pilsner should have a guillotine finish.
Yeah.
It's like it cuts it off and it's gone. That beer did.
Guillotine?
Yeah, and I
It's
said,
okay, we're in America, buddy.
Yeah, we could say it, however, but I held it against that beer, even though it was style appropriate.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think this is very good. I think this beer does not suck.
I don't know,
think
this
it
beer's
does not
kind of got that Jean Sequoia. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
Jean
Have you ever met
Sequoia.
Jean? Have you ever met Jean Sequoia? Jean Sequoia is a cool fucker.
Yeah.
I'm
let
gonna
me
have
ri-
to
you
use,
let
I'm
me
gonna use
drive his
that
race
as an
car?
alibi somewhere, whether it be like a tabletop
Sequoia.
game.
He let me drive his race car. Yeah, he's awesome.
Jeez, of course. Yeah.
So doesn't suck for me.
Doesn't suck.
I can't allow it to bat 1,000. I think it's kind of
That's fine. Yeah, but
sucks.
it's gonna get an overall doesn't suck.
To me, that's kind of funny that for it to be a split decision beer, because normally when any of us have strong feelings about a beer being good, it goes.
It generally carries over.
Yeah, but
This is okay.
I'm very.
See, folks, this is our way to prove to you that we know what we're talking about. Not scripted at all.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't like it.
Whereas I love it. I would definitely like buy this. I could drink this as a daily beer
fix it
very
in post.
happily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's definitely more. I would drink that in like more like a summer, spring. Not so much this time of the year.
Yeah.
It is that time of year
It is that time
where
of
the
year.
weather could either be cold, it could be hot.
Or yeah, it's just. Can I have some? Yes. But yeah, Smuttynose Wundabar Pils.
Wunderbar.
So if it's a V, it's pronounced as an F.
In German, it would be.
Oh yeah, W's are V's
And V's or F's.
and V's are F's.
But since it's Yiddish, I guess it's just Wunderbar.
But yeah, doesn't suck.
Oy vey.
beer number, the last one for this episode.
Ballast Point Unfiltered Sculpin. Our trophy beer, extra hopped and unfiltered. Our unfiltered Sculpin IPA packs extra hops into every sip, enhancing the classic Sculpin notes of fresh apricot, peach, mango, and lemon, with a slight haze and less bitterness. Freshness is key to every beer, but especially true for this extra hopped IPA. Store cold and drink soon.
This should be interesting. Now, what's funny
There better
is...
be some mango.
The funny thing is we've done a couple of different varieties of this beer, but we
There better be
haven't...
some fucking mango.
We haven't done the actual just regular plain old Sculpin.
I wish we had some really hot sauce.
But I think this is the closest that we've had to it.
So it's unfiltered? Does that mean like...
Unfiltered.
And 7% alcohol.
That's pretty standard for an IPA.
God damn, that smells tropical.
It looks pretty unfiltered.
Yeah, definitely hazy.
That is mango.
Lot of sea monkeys in there. Like, god damn.
Yay.
Like, look at that.
That is chunky beer.
Like you guys can't see it from the camera, but if you were here, like,
If it was an 8K camera, they couldn't...
8K.
That's... I wasn't listening while you were reading the ad copy, but this smells like it's got Citra hops.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
Is this really limited release?
Yeah.
Didn't realize that.
God damn, it smells good.
Ooh. That's good.
The only thing it's missing is being incredibly spicy.
You know what's funny, though? Lately, I've been daily drinking the habanero Sculpin, and I've gone... My thought process lately has been like, maybe this isn't a good daily drinker because it's got so much pepper flavor, not the heat, but pepper flavor, that at times I kind of forget that it's a beer or an IPA. But now tasting this, that doesn't have any habanero, this has a lot of that flavor. I'm going, I guess that's just the taste of the beer.
Yeah.
Because I'm tasting like a dried pepper kind of flavor in this.
I do get that, yeah.
The mango is a lot stronger on the nose than it is on the palate.
Yeah, it's not really
it
there.
It smells so strong on the nose that I expected it to be a really sweet beer. And then it's a little bit sweet, not very.
It's pretty well balanced, I think.
Yeah, the sweetness and the bitterness balance each other pretty well.
And it's not overly bitter for an IPA, which I can definitely get behind. Yeah, this is very well executed. I mean, typical of Ballast Point. You know, go figure. But no, this is very good.
This isn't terrible.
Is this
like
another
it?
Is this another IPA that Mike can tolerate / maybe even like?
There's other stuff I'd go for. Like if I had options at like some stupid party or something, and they had this and Budweiser, I'd go for the Budweiser.
And you gave a Budweiser a sucks on the show, so I guess that tells us your verdict.
Oh yeah. I want to like it, but it's just there's just qualities about it that just make the experience. It's amazing what there not being that spicy depth to something. It's amazing the difference that it makes.
I don't know, but like I'm agreeing with what you're saying about how, despite the fact that this isn't the habanero
It's not
variant,
spicy.
It's not spicy, but you still get the actual like pepper, like the actual fruit. Mm-hmm. I'm getting. I mean, personally, maybe it's the other fruit stuff going on in there, but I'm getting more of like the actual like pepper fruit, not so much the dried that you're talking about.
Yeah, to me it's more dried. To me it's like flakes and seeds.
Yeah,
Sort of flavor.
No, I'm
but
getting
not
more...
any of the heat of them.
It does taste a
Yeah.
little bit like it has like ground red pepper in it or something.
Yeah, isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't suck.
Does not suck.
Doesn't suck. Do you mind if I have the rest of yours?
Sucks.
That's going to do it for this episode of Your Beer Sucks. Be sure to tune in next time. And remember that life is too short to be caught drinking shitty beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so have a good one, guys.